is up, everybody? Welcome back to Geeks Around. I am Deanna Jackson, your executive producer. We, of course, are here to discuss the latest episode of Arrow. I really did enjoy this episode. This should be a fun discussion. Joining me, of course, as always, a producer and lead host, Matt Moore, man with the fedora. What's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. If this wasn't such a good episode, I'd be asleep right now.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like, are you starting to feel better? It's like, I know you weren't feeling too hot.
I'm feeling better, but I'm still sick.
Yeah, so this week was actually a pretty good one. It's like, because you didn't have any shows to run yesterday. It's like, you timed this whole being sick thing perfectly, I gotta say. Knuckles, our community manager, man, how's it going?
Good. I also really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was maybe the strongest so far in the season.
Yeah, it certainly had an interesting ending, that's to say the least. The man with the chest hair, Andy, how's it going, man?
What up, Arrowheads? I love this episode. Although this is the longest title in any episode in television has ever had. I actually prefer when it was called Oracle, but we can't always get what we want.
I can think of episodes of TV shows that have had longer names, but we're going to go ahead and go on to my man Charles Wheaton. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. I love the episode. I thought it was very strong by itself, as well as strong for character exploration for Felicity. I thought it was probably the best episode of the season so far.
Couldn't agree more. And last
Don't
but not
Red
least,
Hulk on us. Don't Red Hulk out on us.
Yeah, please don't. And last but not least, Isaiah, how's it going, man?
Oh, you know me, it's always great.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days.
Yep.
The Isaiah with the terrible internet has returned after an absence of a few weeks. So now all of his comments are going to sound. It is.
Isn't that a good thing?
No, really. So it's like, let's just go ahead and jump to discussion. So after last week's show, it's like when we didn't see a lot of Felicity Smoke due to her being in Central City at the time. I think the show more than made up for that by making this. It's like this was Felicity's show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and more Felicity is like, I'm just gonna go ahead on record. That's a good thing.
Yes, it is, and we get to see Felicity with black hair.
Which apparently is her natural hair color, that she dyes it blonde, which I didn't really see coming.
Well, she said it in the first season.
Yeah, she dyed her hair before. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay, then. Time for a rewatch.
And I was really hoping to make fun of Isaiah and the secret origin of Facility Smoke, but Isaiah's not actually here. Isaiah, get back to your computer. He kept misspelling the name, and
He does it all
apparently
the time.
after he pissed Andy off, he decided to do it on purpose again.
I wasn't pissed off. I was just tired because it was a very long day today. But I'm going to say I really love the fact that we got finally some background on Felicity. Also, just a little, Easter egg thingy. The black hair aspect, that's actually in the old comics of Firestorm. Felicity Smoke actually has black hair, so kind of a fun nod in a way. But no, but I like that we got to see her background, and more importantly, her mom, who, can we have more Donna Smoke, please?
Well, it was actually it was a very interesting dynamic. Seeing her mother on the show, meeting the woman that birthed Felicity, and good God, could two people be any more different than those two?
Well, this particular episode did put the kibosh pretty soundly on one of the fan theories, and that was that Felicity in the TV show eventually becomes Athena, who is Sportsmaster's daughter. So we are pretty puts the kibosh on that, because at no point was it shown that her father was in any way tough. She said she got her toughness from her mom and not her dad. So I would assume that if her dad was tough, they would have mentioned it. Are you guys familiar with that particular fan theory that she's Athena?
No, actually, this is
No.
the first I've ever heard of it. I've heard a lot of people think that Thea will become Artemis on the show, which I don't think will
Oh,
happen.
Artemis. I'm sorry, I got characters wrong.
Yeah, I never heard the theory that Felicity will become Artemis or that her dad is Sportsmaster. So you're actually the first person who ever said it to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
if you actually look at the characters, they look very similar, actually. Felicity and Artemis. What's that?
Oh, she's a ponytail, so that's all.
And blonde hair and a pointy chin, and yes, she looks very much like
Artemis.
her.
Artemis is younger. She has abs. Felicity is older than Artemis, and she doesn't have abs.
Oh yeah. Let's totally take ages into account with Arsenal being what is he, 28? No, we can't take ages into account, and abs happen.
Wait,
abs
you
happen
think
with training.
Roy on the show is 28?
I don't know how old he is.
He's like 19.
42, 800.
No, I don't believe it. He's not 19.
Okay,
66.
he's still not 13. That's the point.
Yeah, so it's like honestly, it's like going back to the whole fan theory thing. It's like that. I don't pay attention to fan theories very much on purpose, because a lot of times it's just what they want to happen and not really based on anything. And it's just, I mean, it's fascinating reading, I guess, but they're not something that I take seriously at all.
I've just never heard the Artemis Felicity theory. That was just new to me.
Yeah.
Well, just one thing that I wanted to bring up before I forget it is that in the scenes where they were showing Felicity Smoke from 5 years ago, you notice one of the pendants that she's wearing around her neck is the Egyptian Ankh, and the first thing that I thought of from that was Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Now,
the first thing I thought of when I saw that was she's a goth chick and aunts are kind of their thing.
Hey, now, Dr. Fate is cool.
This
Don't
is
ruin
a
anything.
DC show, so I mean, and one of the symbols that it's associated with Dr. Fate is the Ankh. So you know what? I'm gonna think what I want now. So
I agree with
The
Charles.
funny thing was that the way that she looked. A lot of
Whoever
people
does it
thought that
for
she
you.
was. Yeah, a lot of people thought that she was Lady Death from Neil Gaiman's Sandman book. Actually, it was actually side by side photos, and she actually looks a lot like that character.
No. No.
Matt's kind of the Neil Gaiman expert. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with him on this one.
There's Death has had many versions. She does not look anything like that.
The photos that I saw, they look pretty similar. It was the shirt that was the difference.
Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah, still gonna go with Matt on that one though. But wow, it's like I really liked the way this episode began. It's like with that montage of kind of everybody training their own way. We had Roy and Oliver throwing down with the Eskrima sticks. We had Malcolm and Thea getting busy with the swords, and we had no, I can't remember her damn name. Thank you.
I thought it was.
Well, Laurel, I don't know what the heck she was doing.
I don't know what you're doing either.
She was boxing.
She was like tossing fish or something.
that wasn't boxing, and I don't know what the character's name is, but Wildcat basically said that she wasn't boxing, she was lashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. She was not boxing.
Yeah, she was pretty much just kind of swinging at things. It's like that ain't boxing.
Nope.
You gotta start somewhere.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, she still has a lot of rage in herself that she has to get out, and for once, she's doing it in a healthy way. It's like, I mean, she's not doing what she did last season, which is turning to booze and pills.
Yeah.
So I think anything that's not that is definitely an improvement, and also anything that's kind of getting her up to par and as far as being a fighter is concerned is also an improvement. It's like, I mean, that seems to be the magic formula for any character's improvement. It's like, I mean, hell, it worked for Thea.
Yeah, pretty much.
And while everyone is training, poor Felicity is struggling with her setups.
That was my favorite part. Though.
Yeah.
I like that part a lot.
I've never been able to relate so much character on TV than that moment.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, she has a nice living room.
Wait,
set.
what is that supposed to be, Tiana? I can just... No, I don't know. I thought you said, I bet. So I was like, wait, what is that supposed to mean? I can do sit-ups, sort of. Okay, not really.
No, in that particular case, it was actually where Thea was. I don't know. I think it was a cool transition because Thea was asking, "What do normal people do in the morning?" And that's when we end up going to Felicity, who is by far the most normal person that is on this show currently, other than possibly Captain Captain Lance.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, those two are pretty much the only ones on this show that could be considered even remotely normal.
Right.
And I guess for Felicity, it's like, I mean, even that we'd have to stretch it a little bit
Yeah, exactly.
over what normality implied. It's like I was cracking up laughing. Her mother at one point after meeting both I can't remember his name, the Adam and
Ray Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer, and then meeting Oliver. She's like, well, damn, how many millionaires do you know?
That's a good point too.
Which
Only
fair point is like,
Only
yeah,
one.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking when I saw that. But it's like, I get her point. It's like these famous guys in the city. There's like two main famous guys in the city, and Felicity is acquainted with both of them.
Right. I'm fucking him. It was weird. Very weird.
Yeah, there's nothing really worried about that at all. So.
Hey, now look, everyone
It's
can
Isaiah.
dream.
Just get.
Dream. Let me dream.
Yeah, it's like, turns out girls can do things other than have sex.
I know that, but come on now.
Isaiah, I know you probably aren't aware of that. It's like, I mean...
Oh, you got a point there. I'm not always aware of it, but hey, it's always a nice story to put out there. Like, hey, put it to this.
Isaiah, you haven't had pussy since pussy had you.
Oh,
I was going to say, Isaiah's heard of sex.
Yeah.
But
He read about it on the internet.
Yeah, he saw some tutorials.
Well, to be fair, I read about Charles' books. Oh, he lent me a book before, so in all honesty, I learned from him.
You know what? Don't bring me.
Well, yeah, because Charles actually has sex.
Is that right, Charles? What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at Charles. I said that. Look at Charles. Look at Charles. He's turning redder. Oh my God.
I've never seen him more uncomfortable than. You should set the panel to be focused on Charles.
I am. Viewers, behold the majesty. It's like, watch Charles Whedon, the chameleon, change colors right before your eyes. This is fucking fantastic.
So, like, what does normal people do?
I hate you all. I hate you all right now.
No, see, that was actually worth a tangent.
I was gonna say, I don't think Charles has had sex because they don't have sex on his side of the railroad tracks.
Exactly.
God damn you, Matt.
But you did, Matt?
There's only sex where there's DSL, and he doesn't get DSL on his side of the tracks.
Don't come out that far.
Right.
Blue Rod 76 is probably watching, going, "What in the fuck are these idiots talking about now?"
He's probably asking what Felicity would have asked. What does normal? What Thea would have asked. What does normal people do?
Dude, I don't think any of us would have a damn clue what normal people do.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Charles.
But getting back to the show, it's like I like the fact that it's like, I mean, just seriously, everything in this episode did revolve around Felicity, including the villain of the week and the entire storyline. It was all linked to things that she had done in her past, well before she met Oliver.
I have a question though. Did her backstory sound like a hackers movie, like that 1999 movie of hackers? Like, man, is this feel like I'm watching Hackers?
No, not really.
Yes, it did. It really did feel like Hackers. Like,
I saw someone else make that connection as well, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Me neither.
Yeah, because I've actually seen that movie quite recently, and besides them being hackers, that's kind of where the similarities end.
No, that's what it was set up behind. Like, they're just crazy activist hacker type groups doing this crazy, really stupid shit. He's like, okay, that's like Hackers, and we kind of knew who the villain was. He was like, oh, that's not obvious. So nothing big there, but it was still nice to see her backstory compared to everything that was predictable.
Yeah, definitely. It was really cool just seeing how far she had come since those days. Although it's like, I mean, it was kind of weird that, after, it's like, I mean, in the flashback scenes, after everything went down, it's like she just all of a sudden decided, and then poof, she was the Felicity Smoke that we all know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty fast change, but okay, I'll go with it.
It's a big loophole.
But we don't know how many days and weeks that had gone by after he got arrested. So it could have been 3 weeks. It could have been.
I'm not going to deal with could have beens. I'm going to go with what was presented in front of me on the screen.
Okay, fair enough.
And also, like, when she said her boyfriend died, like, that's kind of like a big plot hole, too. Like, so he died. Did you see the body? Because that was a weird statement.
Well, she kind of ran off crying, so it was hard to grill her on those details.
Wait, come back! Tell me about your dead boyfriend!
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like, hey, so he hung himself. Where's the pictures at?
He's pulling a Days of Future Past.
Oh, okay. So we got any
You're picking on the episode for the sake of picking on it. It wasn't really a plot.
Did you ask his parents? Did you ask anyone? Oh, I'm sorry. He hung himself. Okay. How do you do that again?
It happens in prisons all the fucking time, Isaiah.
For goddamn sake. Like, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Isaiah
did he do
picking
anything?
for the sake of picking.
Because that's really just saying, like, oh, he died.
For real, it's like, I mean, you are nitpicking like crazy right now.
Did she go to the funeral?
I'm gonna give Isaiah.
Dude, the NSA faked his death, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Isaiah as much credit as I possibly can while still shutting him down. Okay. In this particular case, from their viewpoint, that motherfucker was dead as far as they're concerned. Like because people do that all the fucking time. Now, from our viewpoint, though, you hear someone's dead. If we have not seen the body, even if we have seen the body, that motherfucker isn't dead.
Yeah, I like to see
like Sarah Lance, as far as we're concerned, like she could be back next episode.
Yeah.
Like, we don't fucking know that shit.
I wouldn't care, but it would all be good.
But
I mean, this is a comic book show, so death is not permanent.
Right. And once he's saying he's dead, it means, yeah, he's going to be the villain, isn't he?
Well, okay. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I think we all knew that he was going to be the villain.
Yeah, that was so obvious.
Yeah, for once I will agree with you. It's like, I mean, that was an absolutely obvious plot point. That one was fairly easy to see coming. It's like, even a moron like Isaiah could have done it.
Well, again,
wait, did I say that last bit out loud?
Well, again, a moron means that I'm smarter than all of you. Then yes.
Lou Rod actually brings up an interesting point also for you, Isaiah. It's like, I mean, it's like you can't really grill her on not being able to see the body or anything because she's not family, so she wouldn't have been allowed to anyway.
But they were dating for such a long time. Like, hey, that's all.
But that doesn't count. If you're not engaged, it doesn't count.
Not technically.
They were
okay. While Isaiah does some research on a little thing I like to call the real world, we're going to keep talking about the show.
And Isaiah, it's the real world, not the real world TM by MTV. Okay,
I like the
that's not what you're researching.
First season of Real World,
I want to say something though about Cooper. And by the way, first of all, I started laughing my ass off when they said that his name was Cooper Sheldon. I was like, could you be more subtle to the fact that you're making a nod to Big Bang Theory? Like, someone tweeted me and said, "What do you think? Do you like Cooper Sheldon?" I was like, "Wait a minute, his name is Cooper Sheldon."
Andy, Cooper Sheldon is actually a DC Comics character. Long before.
Oh, really? I did it.
So, if anything, Sheldon Cooper is a nod to him, not the other way around.
Then I apologize. I didn't know. I thought it was just funny how they made that, because I thought it was just simply, a nod to the show because they're both WB shows and whatnot.
Or it could be alternate universe. Hey, that'd be interesting. It would be. Alternate universe, it can happen anytime. It can happen anytime. It can.
I'm trying to find Cooper Sheldon on DC Wikia, but I don't find anyone called Cooper Sheldon in DC Universe.
It's not
look
Sheldon,
up Brother I.
It's Sheldon. That's why. There's no H. Otherwise spelled the same.
Yeah, what he said.
I put it in the chat.
Let's see.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Oh.
He's Brother Eye.
We can now.
Not a super well-known character in the DC universe, but that's actually kind of what I like about these things. They're pulling from characters that most people haven't heard of. So that, when they make changes like this whole he used to date Felicity Smoke thing, that no one can really be all butthurt about it because most people haven't even heard of him anyway.
Yeah.
I saw someone cry because they were like, "Where's the OMAC? The OMAC is supposed to be." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? There's no way they're gonna introduce something like that to the show."
It's conceivable. It's like, I mean, I'm with them doing the whole Suicide Squad thing. It's like I'm actually a little bit surprised they haven't introduced Checkmate yet.
Yeah.
I think it's because in the New 52, I think Checkmate was replaced by Argus, and that's why they're, because they, really, New 52 has really a lot of influence right now on, TV and media and so on. So they try to go with what it's, been established, recently. But I don't know. I would love to see Checkmate too because I feel like it's a very good difference from Argus.
Yeah, I think for there to be anything like the OMAX. You'd have to establish a lot more of the DC universe. You'd have to have, for example, something happen like Wonder Woman killing a bad guy on national television. I mean, you'd have to have like these major characters for there to be a need for OMAX.
Yeah, he's really a cool villain too.
Well, I think that between the Arrow show and the Flash show, I mean, not right away, but down the line, a couple seasons more for both of them. That could be something that could happen in that foreseeable, shared universe.
Yes.
Also,
absolutely.
I mean, if for no other reasons than the metahumans on Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And also, one last thing. Did the writers play Watch
God.
Dogs? Because they felt like they played Watch Dogs. I had that feeling like they're playing Watch Dogs.
All right, we're just ignoring Isaiah for the rest
That's
of the
true.
hangout.
Because you can do that in Watch
I've
Dogs.
been
You can
ignoring
take
them
it down,
since.
make it all black, which is pretty much impossible to do. But yeah, if in Watch Dogs you can do it. So if the writers, they just had the influence from Watch Dogs. If so, then okay.
I do see what he's talking about though, taking over computers and blocking out city blocks and.
Oh yeah,
that's
because that
basically
totally
Watch
has
Dogs.
never ever been done before until Watch Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a brand new thing. Watch Dogs literally created the idea of blackouts and hacking into computers and everything.
It was so interesting.
They
my
completely
Green Arrow.
desecrated it. And he's still going on. What the fuck are you doing, Isaiah?
It's a negative?
Mute him.
Isaiah, I want you to look up a little thing called Shadowrun. Get back to me when you're done.
Shadowrun. Is that still related to the Watchdog formula?
Look up Escape from L.A.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well, that's just it. Shadowrun actually predates Escape from L.A. It also
Escape from New York.
predates that Harrison Ford movie, Blade Runner. It also predates Blade Runner.
Does it predate Escape from New York, which supersedes Escape from L.A.?
Yes, I believe it does.
Huh.
Shadowrun's been around for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite as old as D&D, but it's close.
Yeah, pretty awesome game. It's like I used to play that. I mean, hell, it's like right now I have Shadowrun Returns on my tablet.
Good lord. Oh, wait,
Which is an awesome game, by the way.
Oh,
if
yeah,
anyone
that
out
is
there is interested in great tablet games, Shadowrun Returns, I think it's like $8. Totally worth it.
Yes, $8. It's very cheap. And yes, Matt, I have played that game. It's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Matt was more talking about the tabletop game, but
Well, either way.
All right, so
yeah, we should probably get back into talking about it.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about more bullshit that Isaiah likes to talk about.
Oh, let's do that now. Ooh, yay. Let's talk about some more bullshit. Yay. Let's do that now.
Now, it's like the one problem I did have with this episode is I thought the plot point of Cooper being responsible for bringing Felicity's mom into the city was kind of stupid.
It was stupid.
a little bit, yeah.
It made no sense.
And then it's like, just as she figures out somebody wanted you to be here, cue the men breaking in the door!
Right.
It's like they were out there waiting for that. It's like, we can't break in there and kidnap her until she figures it out. Wait a second. I think she's about to... She did it! Let's go! Breach, let's go!
No way, like, what? That was quick, too.
I'm like, come on, it's like, because she had been in the city for at least a couple of days at that point. And so it's like, I mean, what is like, we'll get around to kidnapping her eventually. Yeah, we don't have to do it right now. Yeah,
But not all these things.
She's gonna want some time to spend with her daughter and whatnot, and maybe go out and have sushi, go see a show. Yeah, we'll just do this whole kidnapping Thursday. Is Thursday good for you?
Okay, cool. Let's go do it. And then be staking out her house too, like really staking, like, okay, we go into the
course, yeah, you think it doesn't make sense.
Just you got to say it, and we got to stake it out. Like, okay, we got to wait for it.
So
Okay,
what I'm trying to figure out is how come they shipped in her mom when they could have just, kidnapped one of her boyfriends / employers from there in Starling City.
Well, that's too easy. That's just too easy.
You would need someone that what do you mean employees? Like, at Queen Consolidated?
Yes, like they could have kidnapped Oliver Queen. They don't know that he's the freaking hero.
You think Oliver would not go up again?
They know that though. They don't know.
They don't know that.
But he would fight again. Do you think he would actually let himself be taken?
Again, they don't know that. As far as they're concerned, he's some pussy ass billionaire or former billionaire.
The point is, Andy, is like, why wasn't that plan A?
Right.
It's like, I mean, they didn't even try. They were just, it's like, oh, we'll just fly your mother in and do all this and all this rigmarole.
Maybe he was thinking from his perspective, when he pointed the gun at her and said, just because we used to screw, don't think I'll shoot. Maybe she would have just let him shoot Oliver.
I don't know. If it's like near the end, something else also irritated me about the episode. Is like, I'm not going to harp on the fact that just as Cooper was about to, kill her, Arrow shows up. I mean, that's kind of expected. Superheroes do that. I'm not mad at that. What I am mad at, though, is like after that, it's like, okay. Now it's like, okay, all the automatic guns come down and all things of this nature. No. I'm still with it. I'm still with it. But it's like, oh shit, all these guns. Let me go deal with those. Meanwhile, it's like, I mean, I thought Cooper's whole plan was, the whole killing her thing. Apparently, he forgot about that part and just left.
He's young and stupid. Let's just use that as an explanation.
Oh god.
It's like, darn, I have this gun in my hand. I have the person I want to kill here. And the only person here to save her is busy. Gee, what should I be doing right now? I don't know. Let me think. Like,
also,
really? Come on now.
The automatic guns were a piece of shit too, because they didn't look at Oliver at all. Like, really? The guns.
But then the most awesome thing ever happened on the show, where Felicity kicked the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I did like. Felicity is like, cracking skulls, doing her thing, and oh yeah, and something else. This is gonna probably bug me every single week, so just get used to me saying that. My man Diggle needs more than a motherfucking ski mask if he's gonna be going out in the field.
He looks like
Hey, this was more than he's had before. This is more than he's had before.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. I mean, come on, fuck off.
I was kidding.
Roy went from wearing, a beat-up red hoodie to having a costume that's even cooler than Oliver's.
Right.
And that motherfucker just got there. Meanwhile, Diggle's been at this shit, since damn near jump off. And ski mask. There we go. It's like, yeah, we got Arrow, an Arsenal, and me. I'm Black Man in a ski mask.
No, he's OJ.
No, this is
the
what's
Black
gonna happen.
Maybe he's allergic to leather.
Yeah.
he was wearing a leather jacket.
No, what's going to happen is about near the end of this season, he's going to upgrade to a fitted leather jacket. And then about halfway through next season, the ski mask is going to go to like a hat and a bandana. And then after that, and by season 6, finally he'll have a domino mask.
And you get to see the costume for 1 second, and then the show was over.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, then it's over. That'll be the fucking series finale.
Yeah,
there's that finale. The black driver rises.
Yeah.
You know what he should have? You know what he should have? He should have one of those driver's hats, and then he should have some sort of badass suit with katana and shit. And then you see it for 1 second, and boom, the end.
That's Kato.
What would his superhero name be anyway?
The
Kato?
black driver, get the program.
He doesn't need one. It's like, think about it. It's like, we all know that Roy's superhero name is Arsenal. Has anybody in the show ever referred to him as that? Ever?
No.
There you go.
Yep.
Doesn't need a name.
Meanwhile, there's like 25% crazy fans out there. Wherever I go, they always go and say, you know what costume he should wear? The Green Lantern costume, because John Diggle should be Jon Stewart. I'm like, guys, get over it.
That would be cool though.
So you know what
Actually,
what is
that
bugging me
actor
about
would
this
make a damn good Jon
He
Stewart.
would. That's not
Now
that
that you mention it.
But if he ever becomes Green Lantern, I want him to remain and always have been John Diggle, because you know what? Fuck Stewart. You just keep him as John Diggle and he can become Green Lantern.
Hey, Jon Stewart was a badass.
I love Jon Stewart. Even though he's not real, I love him more than I love you, Isaiah. So hush. But John Diggle as Green Lantern, I would be so fine with that.
He has a ring on it.
Well, so's Ra's al Ghul, and I guess anything goes at this point.
So is Brother Eye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
There you go. You see, even Matt understands my villainess.
Oh my god.
I wasn't even responding to you, motherfucker.
You are now, bitch. What's up?
All right, so
anyway, Matt, you were saying?
yes, the problem I had with the episode, and I think I'm going to continue to have this problem over and over again every single week, is that Felicity has worked for Queen Consolidated under Ray Palmer for approximately 3 weeks now, and she's been there approximately 2 days. Of that.
Basically.
I see that.
She's been there I think she's been totally 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. It's like pretty much every time it's like she's there and like he'll want her to do something. It's like, yeah, no, I gotta go and do this other thing. You have fun with that. Bye bye.
And he spent $1-2 billion buying the plane that she was working at just so that she would work for him. And what did she do? I'm gonna call in sick.
And both days that she's been there, she just sat there and cried.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Oh, poor girl.
I feel bad.
It's like, I think we could agree that he's kind of the coolest boss ever. It's like, I mean, who else here when a boss like that is like, yeah, boss, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be gone a few days. I'm gonna go on a trip. I'll see you later. And then I'm gonna get back, and you know what? Kind of coming down with something. I'm gonna need the rest of the day off. Peace.
Yeah. Well, pretty much that's
But you know what? And the one thing that I've seen a lot of people comment is that he's always around Felicity. It's like, what does this man do otherwise? When he's at home, it's like looking at pictures of Felicity, being like, Felicity is here. Felicity is. I'm not saying that he's talking, but it's kind of funny that he's always there. It's like, you bought a whole company. You're supposed to do other things too, not just go to the IT girl all the time.
No, I actually am going to disagree with that only because of the fact that, yes, he did buy this whole company, but you have to imagine that being this super genius that he is, he's going to try and hang out with people who are going to be of similar intellect, people that can keep up with him.
And plus, he's trying to get
I retract my statement, and I agree with Matt. Sorry.
And then he's trying to get something. It's always.
That's not saying that he's not trying to get in her pants, because that's kind of obvious.
Because I would do the same thing too, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you don't have anything in your pants today, so how would she be entertained?
Tell that to Charles. He's always entertained.
Okay, what you and Charles do in y'all's free time.
I'm pretty sure Isaiah just said that Charles owns and operates Isaiah's penis.
Exactly. You see what I mean? You see? This is why every time Facility needs me. She needs me though. She needs me. Facility needs me.
I've always looked at Isaiah like a twink.
You see what I mean? You see what? Even Knuckles understands me. You see what I mean? This is why me and her have to go together. This is why. Ain't that right, Charles?
For a black nigga.
Poor Charles.
He's turning red.
And it's not his camera this time.
Now, the people here in the Hangout don't know this, but the camera's actually been focused on Charles for a while now. Seeing his various color changes here. It's like, that's just for y'all viewers. You're welcome for that. See, it's so... We're gonna have to make that a thing here on Geeks Around. It's like I'm making an official declaration as executive producer. Every single episode, we have to embarrass Charles somehow so that he changes colors.
Yeah. Oh, we already do that.
Why do you think I wear these tank tops?
Well, then again,
because you are a very, very strange man, Andy.
Well,
Oh
this is
yes,
why
I
really
am.
think
I'm a.
about it, but, yeah.
Oh, I don't hide that fact.
I
So,
Okay, I have a
hate
comment about Fia and
all of
Oliver.
you.
You
We
say
okay,
that
go.
now. You say that
Okay,
before.
we see Fia and Oliver, at her new place, and he finds out that, oh shit, you're getting the money from that crazy man, and she offers him to move in and so on. Do you do you think she knows that he is that he's the Arrow?
Yes, absolutely yes. This actually goes into my wild speculation. God, yes, absolutely.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I think it's a part of her plan. I think she's working with Malcolm to get revenge or something.
No, I think that she is trying to make them one big happy family. I think she's trying to get him to accept Malcolm Merlin as not a bad guy.
I can see that too.
He killed 500 free people. Do you think Oliver's ever gonna get over that fight? He's like, yeah,
Thea
he killed
did.
500.
Hey, yes, she did. She got over it.
She's emotionally damaged right now. She gets a pass, sort of. Not really.
She also had no reaction to the news that Oliver said he was still alive.
Yeah.
Right, and plus he didn't catch on to that either. Like, wow, dude, you're so smart.
But yeah, you're complaining about everything. So does your
Not right. Seriously, you say, oh wait a minute, your person you're working with is the guy I tried to kill back in the day, and you're using his money, knowing that he's alive. Oh, okay. I'm gonna overlook the other way.
So I want to sarcastically thank you, Andy. I had thought of this wild speculation like 4 hours ago when I was finally watching this episode, and I was really waiting to be able to tell it right at the end of the episode, and you just stomped right all over it with your statement.
Hey, but
Fork you.
Sorry,
that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's actually my wild speculation, is that Thea absolutely knows that he's Arrow and that he's trying to actually get them to reconcile.
I can see that. That would be really cool, though.
Okay, well, but before we kick it into the full wild speculation mode, it's like we can't really discuss this episode without discussing how it ended. And there's we got.
I missed the last few seconds. What happened?
Are you really sure you want us to tell you that?
He's joking. Yeah, it's like we saw Roy wake up from this panic dream where, from all intents and purposes, it looks like he's the one that killed Sarah. It's like, I mean, so the immediate question is, do y'all think that's accurate? Do y'all think that Roy killed Sarah?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can I go first?
A side effect from the Mirakuru.
And that's what you just said there, Knuckles. That's exactly Lurod 76's wild speculation. That's exactly what he said.
Well, here's how I look at it, because I went back to watch the premiere to see how that death scene went and how this scene went. Okay, there's some errors there, because one, if you listen to how the arrows get into her chest, you can hear clearly they come from a tech bow arrow or something like that, because there's a metal string. You hear kind of the thick. In the dream flashback, whatever, he fires them, with his bare hands. In the premiere, she falls backward by herself. In the dreams or flashback, he pushes her. So I think someone has planted those memories.
Yeah, Raj Al Ghul.
Not impossible that those memories were implanted, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Matt, what's your theories? Like you said that yes, you do believe that he did it.
I think that he did it. I don't know if it's going to be as a side effect of the Mirakuru, though. That would make as much sense as anything else. My only question is that I haven't seen a time in this season where he's been like, oh yeah, where he disappeared for a couple days or anything like that, like where anything would have been planted, where he would have been hypnotized or anything like that. I can't think of a time in which he was vulnerable to that sort of thing, to either having the memory implanted or to have the suggestion implanted in him for him to kill Sarah. So I don't know, unless they introduce something new. I don't know, that nothing makes sense yet, and hopefully soon we will see. But I think he did it because of the fact that what would be the point in implanting him with that memory?
Makes
Fair enough.
That's true.
Anyone else have any thoughts on that before we kick it into full wild speculation?
It's in my speculation, so we get to that later.
All right, then let's go ahead and kick it off. Then go ahead, Isaiah.
All right, folks. Okay. So maybe Roy got those dreams were implanted. I think for good reasons. I think it's because of the vertigo. And yes, I do still hate that character. And the vertigo, which is connected to Raj Al Ghul. You see how it goes, folks? You see how it goes? It's all connected, man. It's all connected. Raj Al Ghul helped
Why
out.
would Ra's al Ghul reach out to Vertigo?
That's so simple, though, because he gay. We gotta get this arrow guy out the way, right? Right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this to get from this. Bada bing, bada boom. And when we get this part, Oliver might kill Merlin. Bada bing, bada boom. Once he kills Merlin, we can kill him. Bada bing,
Isaiah,
bada boom.
Is anyone still paying attention? I'm just curious.
No, I have a statement. I've never.
I think I stopped paying attention after the second bada bing, bada boom.
See, there you go.
It's a miracle I was still paying attention after the first one.
See?
I've never wanted to do pot, but hearing him talk is actually making me seriously consider it.
See, you're driving people to drugs, Isaiah.
You see, that's Isaiah logic for all of you. Bring you to that moment, that special moment, a special moment. But yes, Ra's al Ghul still has a big plan. I think he planned those dreams thanks to the vertigo. Because hey, we haven't seen that guy in a long time. Hey, you never know if it's on that.
We saw him four weeks ago, and he got arrested.
Where is he now? But where is he now?
Arrested in prison.
He
You
could have
son of
broken
a
out of
bitch.
prison.
Yeah, because he's super not human.
Exactly. You see what I mean? You see?
Okay, moving right along. Who else has a wild speculation?
Vertigo and everything?
I'm actually gonna run with what Isaiah is saying. I'm not agreeing with you, Isaiah. Don't
It's
even.
still a
think about
touchdown, bitch. It's still a touchdown.
it. But what if it isn't a side effect of the Mirakuru? What if it is a side effect of the vertigo, where he's experiencing his worst fear?
When did he get hit by vertigo?
Did he not get hit when vertigo happened this season?
Yes, he did.
No, he was stopping the bomb. But I thought Oliver was the one who was stopping vertigo while he and Diggle was trying to stop that bomb at the arena.
I forget.
But it was like he wasn't affected by vertigo though.
Roy did not get infected with vertigo. He did.
Hey,
No.
Unless it was
Yeah, I
off
thought it was all of
screen
them.
or some. Unless it
Well,
was
if
off
it-
screen or in a digital comic, I've never seen that. I don't.
Okay.
He hasn't been hit by it.
If they did something like, if they infected him with vertigo off screen, personally, that'd be a bullshit plot direction. I hate it when they do stuff off screen. I hate
And
it.
I hope they're not doing it in the digital comic that's going on right now, because they're doing something called Season 2.5 that is between after the event of season finale and the beginning of season 3. So I'm hoping they're not using that as a reason to say, oh, he's been hit by vertigo plenty of times or whatever.
Oh, that would be messed up.
And they steal
Yeah.
my ideas too. Ain't that about a bitch?
Isaiah, no.
They're stealing my ideas. They're
my
stealing my
fear-
thought process. Like, you stole my vertigo, bitch.
You know what? Instead of that, what if he is intentionally taking venom?
Hey, that's a good one too. He become Bane. He's like the new Bane. Hey,
I mean, that would explain him being able to throw arrows into someone's chest. The fact that it's a derivative of vertigo would end up. Oh no, that's Viper. That's Viper.
Yeah.
But still, maybe he's intentionally taking venom and it's affecting him that way.
Have they introduced Viper or Venom in the Arrow Flash universe?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
Are you
Yeah.
sure nothing but Gotham right now?
Gotham who?
You might be right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. I have a theory, and it goes back to the whole Roy thing. If it's the Mirakuru thing, and if it's somehow coming back, Oliver better get to Leon Yu as soon as possible, because if Roy is able to get somewhat of Mirakuru back, what does that leave Slade?
Good point.
Well, he's still in the dirt, so.
Yeah, but if he has,
Oh,
if
but he
gets
could have
his
broke
powers
out. You
back-
never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
You see,
You never know.
He's agreeing with me because you never know. That's right, Deanna. That's right. That's right.
No, he's mocking you.
See, this is great.
Thank you, Charles, for understanding that.
Oh, my great genius. You see, this is how Deanna thinks like me. He thinks like Isaiah.
You know what, Charles is like? I'm starting to really, really feel sorry for you for the Sleepy Hollow discussions. I'm gonna make it a point to, if I'm not on the very next one, I'll be on the one after that, to have your back. Okay?
All right.
That is a
They
promise.
don't agree with me anyways. They're gonna agree with me because I'm so first.
Isaiah, nobody is fucking agreeing with
Oh,
you.
great.
Can
See,
you
even
just
Candy
give...
agrees with me. It's so great.
So, Knuckles, do you have a wild speculation for us?
I think they want us to think Roy's side effect is from his that dream was from a side effect of the Mirakuru. I think it might be something completely different, like maybe someone was controlling him without his knowing.
Yeah, to me, it's like that seems to be a little bit more likely. It's like I think it was some sort of mind control or something like that as well. That physically he did do the murder, but these aren't so much just implanted memories, but those repressed memories starting to come back.
Gorilla Grodd! Gorilla Grodd!
Oh, that'd be even awesome. Oh, Gorilla Grodd. Thank you. Yes, Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, that actually has potential because Gorilla Grodd was introduced in the pilot of Flash. I mean, we didn't actually see him, but we saw the KG escape from.
Oh yes, that'll be.
And
he does mind control.
And he did he did escape within those 9 months, that same night. So he's, who knows what he could have done for the past 10 months now. He could have probably met Roy at some point, being like, follow this banana, do exactly what
I'm There you go. The banana's actually the poison.
I don't know why I said a banana. That's so cheesy, but like seriously, if he did it, like, fold the banana.
I would be a little upset if they introduced Gorilla Grodd in the Arrow and not in Flash. I would be a little upset by that, but not really.
It would help to explain what the Flash crew is doing in Starling City in a couple of episodes.
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd.
Oh,
I mean, because we do have some crossover episodes coming up.
Oh my God, that is.
Or we don't even know if they're gonna be. I don't know if they're actually gonna be in Starling City. They could actually be in Central City.
They're going to be in both.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's really good.
It's going to be one where the Arrow crew goes to Central City, and then on the other side, it's going to be one where everyone comes to Starling.
That's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be such a fun week to do hangouts about, because I'm so excited about Flash versus Arrow, then the Brave and the Bold.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
I have a question in regards to that. Since there's going to be the crossover episodes for Flash and Arrow, do you think that we should all do the discussion for both episodes in a single hangout?
That's a production side issue, not something for the show.
I have one last
they air on different days, so probably I'm gonna guess probably not, but we'll discuss that later.
Oh, they are fall after one Tuesday nights that week and the same Wednesday night that same week, so it's a 2 night event. So, but I have one last speculation about the whole thing. So I was talking to some of my friends today, and they were wondering, what if it was Malcolm who actually hypnotized somehow? Sorry, I saw your fork in your mouth. And what if it was Malcolm who actually hypnotized, so you did something to Roy? Think about it. Malcolm loves to manipulate people, and what if one of his plans is to turn the whole team against each other? And Roy was close to his daughter, and that maybe this is a way to disconnect them completely.
Yeah, but see, it's like my thing on that is this: Malcolm in his own way is a very honorable person. He does things that he feels that he needs to do that are necessary. Why do that?
Okay, so
what's the goal?
Okay, that's a good point. I didn't really think that through. Then I thought it was a possible event, but yeah, it's probably not Malcolm.
Yeah, and that was my whole reason for thinking that he didn't kill Sarah in the first place. Because again, it's like the question comes up: why do that?
Right.
Well, I apologize then.
It could be the Lazarus Pit.
Why do you keep apologizing? That's what we do here. We speculate. Sometimes we're not going to be right.
I apologize when I don't think things through.
Apologize for not wearing a real shirt. that apology
I will never apologize for that.
So the reason Malcolm would have killed Sarah is because Sarah specifically was sent there to get Malcolm.
There's a possibility, but then again, that's Ra's al Ghul as well. He gave her that order. So again, it's like, Ra's al Ghul was pretty much behind everything else.
So yeah, Malcolm did have
a banana.
Yeah, but it's like Malcolm's also smart enough to know that killing her wouldn't make a difference.
Exactly. That's why
Malcolm would actually make things worse.
Malcolm wasn't on the radar before that, though.
Yeah, back then it was like sort of, oh, he could be alive. Let's see. It was like if he would have actually killed Sarah himself, that would have been like, oh yeah, he's definitely alive.
Because like, yeah, all of his mom told Ra's al Ghul's people that he was alive. So yeah.
All right.
I think Malcolm Merlin already answered this himself. Why would he do that?
Yeah. He's already a wanted man anyways.
It would make things worse for him actually, because he's already hated by Ra's al Ghul. So why would he, if he killed the lover of the daughter of the Ra's al Ghul, he would get in more shit. So
yeah, exactly.
And Isaiah's playing with his hands.
Yeah, doing some sort of weirdness. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up for this week, though, gang. I'd like to thank the panel for joining. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. Be sure you like this video and subscribe to us, youtube.com/geeksaround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us, geeksaround@gmail.com. We, of course, also highly encourage you to join the Geeks Around community. You will find the link for that community down under that like button in the description for this video. My name is Deanna Jackson. We will see you next week.